Good evening. The PVL All-Filipino Conference is a few steps from wrapping up, and boy, do we have the volleyball treat for you tonight. Hello, I'm Paulo De Rosario.
And I'm Boom Gonzalez. Fasten your seatbelts as we hit the road later on with Chery Tiggo crossovers. And then we'll also look back at their PVL All-Filipino Conference journey.
All right, so let's get started here
But first.
Yes, with the sweet finals.
But first, that's right, the Creamline Cool Smashers keep their cool as they take game number 1 in the final series against the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. And joining us to break down this fan-favorite matchup is Petrogas Angel and PVL analyst Dzi Gervacio. Welcome to the show. On this side, this
I
time.
know.
Yeah.
It feels so good to sit here also.
But ready to street dance. That's what I like
ready
about
na.
this.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay, so let's get to the nitty-gritty of that, the finals. Obviously, we all got to watch that 4-set win of the Creamline Cool Smashers. They did have a little bit of a problem in sets 3 and 4. Choco Mucho really pushed them. They had 4-point leads at one point, but again, the championship experience came back. They took that set 3, they took that set 4. What did you see first for Choco Mucho, their first time in the finals?
I mean, everybody expected that baka meron niyang final game jitters kasi nga this is their first time in the finals or ever in this kind of series, especially against a 10-time finalist in Creamline. But for me, parang wala naman. For me, I feel like having the extended series for the semifinals gave them that much flow to play like this in the championship.
Na umabot sa knockout,
Yes.
you mean?
Yep.
Okay.
You take a look at the numbers. Boom mentioned it a while ago. The lead in set 3 and set 4 for Choco Mucho. That's probably where people will think that, okay, the game was won and lost in those particular moments. Take a look what Choco Mucho need to do to kind of prevent that and stop it. I know CC will always be CC, but where can the others kind of slot in to help out Choco Mucho next time?
CC will always be CC. She'll always get that 20-something point average per game, but she needs a solid backup. Kat Tolentino has been a solid backup for her. I remember in the semis, we talked about how she has consistently been the second frontrunner in terms of scoring. But I feel like the middles need to be activated so much more because we've seen it yesterday. Chery Nunag was activated so much. It's really about the ball distribution. And Dina has been very good at, acknowledging that there are other players who she can trust and pwede siyang sumugal. Hindi lang, nandyan si Cici, sige, 20 points tayo. Pero meron siyang katulong na 5-6 pa sa loob.
Yeah, expected na nababantayan talaga si Cici.
Exactly.
100%.
Creamline is definitely gonna game plan against her. Chery Nunag had 7 points. Impactful.
Yes, very.
Maddie was, oh my God.
Mozilla.
Oh my God. Yesterday, 18 points. She had 7 blocks.
Yep.
But when you say activate the middles, which they are, ano pa yung pwedeng gawin? Even with those numbers which are sometimes in different games, if it's probably not Creamline Z, that would have won them a game, right?
Oh yeah, I think it's just in terms of offense. Kasi when we break down the game, Creamline, you can't let your spikers have 2 blockers all the time. So how do you do that? You actually have to parang pakagatin mo, fool the blockers of Creamline na kailangan mo laging bantayan lahat ng spikers. So tao lang sila. I mean, the best outcome would be no blocks at all. Or at the very least, one-on-one blocking lang. But if you're not giving, your middles as much, parang chances are, tatayo na lang yung mga blockers natin for CC, for Kat, or for Molde, diba?
Going to the other side here, Creamline, of course, we're going to talk about this a lot more, so I want to focus on this point in particular. Itong si Eliza Valdez, grabe pa rin yung pagka-clutch niya, no?
Clutch queen. We talked about this. Set 3, Choco Mucho was up as much as 4 points, but then eventually, Eliza Valdez, at the right time, at the right moment, it was at the 20th point mark in the third set. And then, wala siya. Gumawa kagad ng 3 points. I mean, you gotta also acknowledging the fact that she is still the clutch queen and for Kyle to trust her again at that right moment. So,
how can you not?
How can you not also? But kasi you see Eliza on and off. But that goes about the same with everybody naman in Creamline. But again, it's I think we talked about this, Boom, yung
Yeah.
semifinals, yung si
Knockout.
CC na inikot siya para yung last rotation, siya yung nandun sa harap,
Correct.
sa front row, para in the last stretch of the set, she will be the one making
Right.
points. It's that for Creamline.
Yeah,
talaga.
Eliza is already at the point of her career now that it's not the number of points, it's when.
Yes.
And
Role
yesterday,
player.
that's totally the turnaround of that match. I think they won it
Definitely,
because of that
definitely.
third set. All right. We'll have more to talk about with Z here about the finals a little later. But after the break, we'll also talk, as we promised, the Chery Tiggo crossover. Stay tuned. You're watching The Game.
Well, it's quite the journey for the Chery Tiggo crossovers as they steer themselves back into the semis this conference. Now, joining us tonight are, of course, Zach Carandang and Pauline Gaston to talk about the season so far. Hindi pa tapos ang laban.
Yes.
Very much so. But Pauline, I want to start off with you because, if I'm not mistaken, first year mo with this group and all of a sudden you're still here fighting for a podium spot. Can you talk about the season it has been so far, the year has been so far for your group?
It's really a fun experience for us because in my first months with them, wala pa yung mga rookies namin. Wala pa sila Ea, sila Princess. And then, come the second conference, ayun, sumali na sila. And then finally here, in the last conference of my first year, umabot kami sa semis. So, it's really been a journey na it has its ups and downs, but I'm really happy, especially I have my partner there, Zach Carandang. We've grown so much in this year.
Yeah, Pauline, can I just touch on that bago tayo pumunta kay Za, no? You were ahead of sila Ea there by a conference, right? And you and I sat down about this. We had coffee about this. We talked about you coming to Chery and finding a home. How has it been after now a year? Can you give us just a personal evaluation and assessment of how this home has been for you and why it has felt home for Pauline Gaston?
Siguro kasi for me, the coaches have been familiar to me since before pa. Of course, they have been my coaches back in high school and when I was still playing in UST. And then some of my teammates from UST are with me now, like Aimee, EJ, Ea. So, it was easy for me to adjust, and at first I felt new, pero now I feel like I'm so comfortable in Chery, and I see myself growing here kasi yun naman talaga yung hinabol ko, which is personal growth.
Yeah.
And I'm happy kasi they found a spot for me in the middle.
Yeah.
And I feel like that is really a position that I can grow into.
Kitang-kita dun
Okay.
sa laro mo, Pauline. Napakaganda nung nilalaro mo this year. Congratulations
Absolutely.
to you.
Za,
Thank you,
na-mention
guys.
nga ni Pauline kanina that of course, the rookies coming in the second conference really made a difference para sa grupo ninyo. Just how much of a privilege is it? And of course, just how proud of you are you for these younger players na nagde-develop conference after conference? Za.
Sa,
Sorry, ano po?
No, it's okay. Za, when you take a look at yung mga rookies ninyo, syempre pumasok sila in the second conference. How proud of you of yung development nila so far?
Ayun na, tutuwa naman po ako kasi hindi po nila talaga kami binipitawan. Lalo na kapag kailangan namin ng spark plug. Sila yung tinutulak nila kami. Sabay-sabay kami naghihilahan pataas. So, happy ako na nadadagdagan yung team namin. Lumalaki yung family ng Chery. Di lang kami basta teammates. Para na rin kami magkakapatid, inside and outside the court.
Sa anong pinaka naging formula nitong conference na to? Best finish for a long time ng Chery, di ba? At lalo na kayo'y nag-break ng streak ng PLDT, ng Petrogas, di ba? Ang dami nyo na-break na streak, Signal pati. Tapos kayo, nagkaroon kayo ng 5 or 6 game winning streak na nagtulong sa inyo para makarating sa semifinals. Ano yung pinaka naging formula nyo this conference?
Yung naging core po talaga namin is yung i-enjoy lang namin yung game. Lagi naman sinasabi nila coach na bonus na yung manalo basta maipakita nyo, may showcase nyo kung ano pa talaga yung team training nyo, yung pinaghandaan nyo. Talagang hindi madali yung pinagdaanan ng team bago namin magawa or ma-execute yung mga gina-training namin.
Pauline, this is a completely different group to what won the championship way back in 2021. The experience that you're gaining together, I'm sure invaluable. Pero how do you see that molding this team in the future? Kasi the experience is invaluable in terms of yung development ninyo.
Actually, we got a chance to talk to Ate Jaja a while ago, and
nice.
she was part of that, that old Chery team that
Right.
won the championship. So, I guess it's a way for us to be inspired na kahit hindi na sila yung naglalaro, nandun pa rin yung, coaches, nandun pa rin yung management, nandun pa rin yung pangalan ng Chery na meron nga silang isang gold medal sa PVL na pwede rin namin gamitin to really aspire na maging ganun din.
Yan, Mylene was part of that team,
Yes, she was.
Jasmine, Shaya, andun pa sila, Ate Dindin at that time, at the Ilocos Championship. Okay, let's look forward to tomorrow. Paano tayo makakabawi kayo? Paano kayo makakabawi in that game against Signal tomorrow as you still want to finish with a bronze medal? Anong game plan bukas?
Kailangan po lang namin talaga ng mas gustuhin pa, mas maging eager pa na habulin yung bola, blockin yung bola, at paluin yung bola. Tapos, kailangan namin mag-usap-usap at saka mag-enjoy sa loob ng court. Kasi, eto na, nandito na kami eh, diba? Matagal na namin tong ginusto, matagal na namin tong pinag-practicean. So, talaga kailangan namin na ilabas pa, ibigay na lahat para bukas, ibuhos.
Sa Pauline, good luck for tomorrow. Can't wait to see you all again in person, hopefully. And hopefully we get to see you very, very soon. Maraming salamat.
Thank you.
Thank you!
All right, so after the break, we'll continue our preview of Game 2 of the finals between Creamline and Choco Mucho. Stay tuned. You're watching The Game. Well, end it or extend it. It will surely be an intense and exciting Game 2 tomorrow between the Choco Mucho Flying Titans and the Creamline Cool Smashers. Still with us is PVL analyst Dzi Gervacio. Dzi, you had a lot of questions to answer a while ago, and we're going to go through them again. Let's take a look at the defensive end for Choco Mucho in particular. Because we went through the numbers, you and I actually, a while ago, and I was curious about the digging numbers here of Choco Mucho, where it is 38 to 72 in favor of Creamline, whether or not it was a factor or not. But defensively speaking, what's up with Choco Mucho? What do they need to do?
Okay, before we look at these numbers, we have to know the relationship of the blocking and the digging. So kung meron kang blocks, kung madami kang block touches, chances are your digging numbers are gonna go low because you don't have to dig anything else kung na-block ka. And that's the thing, Choco Mucho has been blocking so well in yesterday's game.
Yeah.
Like
So your point is medyo deceiving ng
deceiving
konti.
to. Even if we see the block touches, the block points for Choco Mucho's 13 versus 10 for Creamline, those are just block kills. If you watch the game again, or when you watch tomorrow, sobrang laking bagay yung block touches. It slows down the ball para bang merong free ball na bumalik. Like say, Maddie gets a block touch, bumalik sa side nila. Tang Ponce will just gonna be standing there and giving it to Dina, who's also gonna be standing and will pick among 4 spikers, di ba?
Yung sa kalye yan di ba? Yung sinasabi lang, mahipo yung bola.
Exactly.
Pag nahipo yung bola, which by the way is such a Creamline thing. They're not a great blocking team, but they love those block touches because it fuels their counter-attack.
Exactly.
Which is they are the best in that. Okay, the Isa Molde factor, I just realized she did not play a big role yesterday because of the ankle injury.
Correct.
Di na siya bumalik. At siya na nga yung pumalit kay Desiree Cheng.
Exactly.
And Isa has been playing so good
Oh, yes.
for Choco Mucho. Regine played so well for them. But Isa is still different, right? So how big of a factor is that, especially if she's not going to be healthy for tomorrow?
Sabi ko, I guess the silver lining with that situation is si Regine solid pumasa. Pumasa. As in, I think kasi there was one time na medyo shaky yung first ball ng Choco Mucho, but when Regine was there, it's really good A pass, B pass, meaning like maganda yung pasa.
Yeah.
But then when pag umikot, pag nasarap na siya, yun yung kinakapos sila sa attack points, which Isa Molde or Des Cheng had it for Choco Mucho. So I think they need a little bit more firepower in that department. Pero kasi sabi nga natin, even if Des Cheng was out, Isa Molde's there, and Isa's not, parang okay lang kahit hindi siya mag-double digit kasi CC provides all the numbers, all the attack points. So I guess it's just a matter of the percentage of distribution, I guess. And I guess Choco Mucho will need to find a solution should that happen tomorrow.
Taking a look at Creamline right now, obviously they need to still tighten up a few things to make it a sure win, and a lot of people will go and look at yung mga error numbers nila. 27 to 15 in favor of Choco Mucho, it was 27 for Creamline. You take a look at this, is that what you feel needs to be addressed the most sa laro ng Creamline?
I mean, sure, why not? Because that will just make them a lot more invincible. Diba? If you lessen your your errors. But yun nga, pag titingnan natin yung set statistics, makikita mo, okay, 7 more errors si Creamline. Pero sa attack points, 7 more attack points para naman kay Creamline. And all these numbers boil down to when it happens during the set.
And we always say about Creamline, they're high risk, high reward.
Oh, yes.
So sometimes they don't mind the high errors as long as their attacking numbers are there. If they win this one, Dzi, tomorrow, if they close it out tomorrow, or even on the next
Game 3,
game 3, if that happens, put in perspective this championship without 2 starters this conference, and not just 2. You got finals MVP in Domingo and De Guzman. A many-time best setter. Can you tell us how great will this be for this Creamline legacy?
Wow, ko yun. Sarap ng tulog ko. Kasi, wow, my team...
Kasi may bonus at saka
Hindi lang yun. Like,
Ano ba ibig
I can
sabihin?
sleep well kasi alam ko in the 5 years more,
Right.
I know that my system will still work well. Whoever
Right.
fills in those gaps, whoever leaves, whoever comes, the
Right.
system has been working so well for Creamline. Kasi yun nga, first game, it was them also,
Yeah,
di ba,
correct.
ang nagtapat. And a lot of people doubted na, hala, kaya ba nila i-fill in yung shoes ni
G,
Sed,
yeah.
nung shoes ni G, amazing.
Yeah.
But again, the system has been really rock solid for Creamline, and good luck na lang sa lahat.
and really, their bench is better than ever.
Yeah.
The strongest I've seen.
And hindi lang yun.
Yeah.
The bench is also, they have a role.
Yeah.
Correct.
Everybody
Yeah.
plays,
Right.
and when they play, they perform.
There
Absolutely.
you go. So good luck to both Creamline and Choco Mucho. I will see you there
Yes.
tomorrow, Z.
Yes.
And thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you.
And thank you for joining us tonight. My name is Boom Gonzalez.
And I'm Paulo De Rosario. This has been The Game.